First, I'd like to apologize for the noisy dryer in the background. But this is my Opae Ula lab flask tank. It's been running for about 4 years now. I think I've fed them maybe 2 or 3 times a year in that time period. It has about 19 Opae Ula and 2 PPP narites, which are apparently impossible to get now. But in that time, they have not bred. So I've decided to upgrade the setup from a 5,000 milliliter flask to a 20,000 milliliter flask, which is now currently cycling, so there's nothing alive in there except microbes. I basically went to a local saltwater fish shop and bought some seawater from them and mixed it with distilled water to get a sort of half and half mix. My cheap Chinese hydrometer says it's at about 1.012, and I might bring that down to 1.011. We'll see. As you can see, I actually set this one up properly. I used filter media balls of different sizes. It's, I think, made of sintered glass. They say it's mostly neutral, so it shouldn't really affect the acidity of the water. And then in the middle there, I actually stuck a few sort of soft plastic sort of planter bases, you keep the water from your pot in. I stuck them through there and then flattened them out again, and I had pre-poked a hole in one of them so I could stick the base of that sea fan in there, and then I filled it full of aragonite, so the middle is sand and it's surrounded by a ring of filter media. You can see it's actually kind of exposed back there. I need to do something about that, but that's another day. Anyway, so yeah. And then in terms of cycling, I just threw a chunk of Chaeto back there. I don't know if it's going to survive. Probably not. And then a bunch of the shrimp food. So currently it smells pretty rank in there on day 3, but I think after a month or 2 it should stabilize, and once I see algae growing, I'll fill it up the rest of the way and add the shrimp. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to get those ones out, though. Probably use a pump and a net or something. Anyway, I just wanted to stick with the lab flasks theme, and I really like the optics that you get from the round surface. It just makes everything look way larger, which when the shrimp are this tiny is kind of important.